Good evening, Deepika. My voice is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay,
Good evening.
okay. So this is our task 5 class. Okay, so first of all, I'll give you description of this. Then we'll start the task 5. So basically, the task is to compile the top 10 SQL coding question along with your corresponding queries. Okay. So in this, we have to do the top 10 coding questions that are mostly asked by the interviewer for the job post. Okay. So here I'm going to share my
Okay,
screen now
ma'am.
and we'll do the top 10 questions. Okay, top 10 question is in your PDF. So here, yes. So here it's the first question, which is SQL query. Let me, yes. SQL query to find the second highest salary of employee. Okay. So for finding the second highest, you have to use the maximum aggregate function, select max salary from employee where salary not in select max salary from employee. Basically this code first, this is your nested query. Okay, so this will generate your nested query first, which is select max salary from employee. So if it execute this command, then your salary will be the top highest. Okay, but here we are doing again, we are setting the query which is select max salary from employer where salary not in this, so means this will choose the second highest salary then. Okay, so this is your first method to find the second highest, and this is also you can use the limit function, limit keyword to find the second highest salary. Okay, so you have to use select distinct. Distinct means unique salary. Okay, it should not be duplicate. Distinct salary from employee, order by salary. Here we are ordering the salary column in the descending order. Descending means from highest to lowest. So top highest will come in the top. Okay, limit 1 comma 1 means after the one row choose one. Okay, means after the first row, means top row choose one row which is second. So this will also generate the second highest salary. Okay, so this is your first query. Now second is to SQL query to find max salary from each department. So for this uh, you have to use department name. You are selecting the department name and you are finding the max salary. Here you are joining this. Okay, so here you have to do from employer E right join department D. You have to make two tables, which is employee and second is department. Okay, and you have to join them in the use of particular department ID column. Okay, and you are grouping by the department name. So this is how you can find from each department. Okay, so basically you have to use this query. You have to first create the tables. Okay, which are required for this. You have to first create your own tables, and you have to insert values in this. Then you have to use these top 10 question in that. Okay, now here comes the third, which is write SQL query to display the current date. So for getting the current date, you have to use get date function. Okay, this will show you the current date. Now here's the fourth, which is write an SQL query to check whether the date passed to query is the date of the given format or not. Okay, so for this, for checking, you have to use select is date. Okay, and you have to mention your date as month, day, year. So if this is in the proper syntax, it will show you true, otherwise it will show you false. Okay, now comes fifth, which is write an SQL query to print the name of the distinct employee, means select distinct employee name whose date of birth is between this. So here between operator is used. So from employer where DOB is between your first date and operator, then your second date. Okay, so this is the use of between and. Now comes the another, which is write and seek. Now is question 6. Okay, which is write an SQL query to find the number of employees according to gender whose DOB is between this. So here again we are going to use between and. So here we are counting the number of employees according to their gender. So here we are using the sex column too. Okay. So just please note, you have to create all these columns in your table. Okay. Sex column, date of birth column, date column. Okay. So here we are counting the all the values of your employee, and here we are using the sex column from employees where DOB is between this, and we are grouping by the sex. Means the male the male ratio will going to be different, and female will going to be classified in different category. Okay. Now is the question 7, which is write an SQL query to find an employee whose salary is equal to or greater than 10,000. So here is also the operator you have to use, which is greater than or equal to. Now, okay, select employee name from employee where salary is greater than and equal to this. Okay, so this is how you can create. Now we'll move towards question 8, which is write an SQL query to find the name of an employee whose name start with M. Okay. So for this you have to use like operator. Here you have to select all the details, asterisk for selecting all the details from employee. Where here is the condition specified which says where employee name like M% means it will start with M, and but what will come after the M it is not specified. Anything can come after the M, and the length of the string also is not defined. Okay. And if the question was the like show the employee name whose ends with M. So for this you have to use percent %n, and in the end you have to use M. Means it doesn't matter which like what kind of letters will come in front. It should be end with M. Okay. And if it says that it contains M, so you have to write M in between, and what will come before and after it doesn't matter. So you have to use percentage sign. And if the question wants select the name that starts with M and have only three letters. Okay, so for this you have to start with M, then you have to use, this is your one place, they have to use two underscore. This is for second letter and this is for third letter. So this name will contain only three letter and first letter will start from N. Similarly, this is for 4 5 letter. If the customer, if the question says select the employee name whose salary ends with M and containing only four letters. So 1 2 3, and fourth letter is going to be your M. Okay, so this is how you have to use like operator. Now your question 9 is find all employee records containing the word Joe regardless of whether it was stored as Joe or Joe. Okay. So for this you have to use upper keyword. Okay, you have to convert it into the upper name like, and here you have to use Joe. What will come in front and backward it doesn't matter. Okay. Now comes the write SQL query to find the year from date. So for finding the year from date you have to use year function, and you have to use get date function inside it as year. This is your temporary name you have to give. Okay. So yes, these are top 10 SQL queries. Okay, first is this, second is, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, and 9, 10. So you have to solve each 10 question. Your task is to basically create, yes, so your task is to basically create a table, and you have to create a table like which is you have to create 2 3 table. It depends on the question you are going to solve. Then you have to make each column, okay, according to the question that are given in your PDF. Okay, you have to insert values in them, then you have to use these top 10 question and you have to solve and you have to sum. Okay, so yes, I hope this task is clear to you all.